Hello and welcome to my channel. Well, it's September 30th, so it's the last day of the month. And I've finally gotten around to doing the knife for the month of September. Alright, so, dun, 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 dun. It's an exhibition grade. It's not this one, but I just wanted to show you that the exhibition grade has checkering and then smooth. They did a pretty nice job of it. Here's what Rough Rider used to do before on the Rifleman series. They do a checkering all through that, and I always liked that. That's pretty cool. And all these up here refer to what we're going to look at. Dun, 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 dun. Pretty cool little box. It's smaller than a cigar box, but it's big enough. This is a case 75 pattern Stockman. It won't fit, you know, straight up and down like this in it. Now, this one is the Whittler. It's kind of small. You get that little box, like I said, and you can either leave the foam in there or this stuff just pops out and it gives you more room to store knives. The only disadvantage of this is you don't know what's in there. I mean, they store nicely and everything, but you don't know what's in there until you pop the lid. Beep. But I think that's pretty cool. And here's the knife. I like the way they did this. It's not a split back Whittler. I think I've got one of those right here. Is it? No. This is not a split back Whittler. And this is the, you know, kind of case has got a pattern like this also, but Rough Rider has it. This is what they have. They have like a big Warncliffe, you know, on there. And then you've got two other blades, you know, pin blades. Right. So on this guy, our main blade, I like that it's a straight, you know, kind of pull. It's still match strike. It's got a half stop. Here's something I've noticed. Look here, you got, this says marbles right here on this cartridge. Then it says marbles here. And then it says marbles here again. I mean, you know, yes, there's quality knives on it, but it's my only minor criticism. Kind of a spearish, dropish point. It's not really a spear point, but more of a drop point. Not really a clip point. It's not clipped down. But still, let's get up here and see if we can find our model number. MR681, China. But yeah, nice fit and finish on it. It's very smooth. It's got this little kick in the middle right there that drops it down. So yeah, that's that one. Let's get a measurementado out here just to verify all of your. Stop with that earthquake. You know, you can use any knife as a Whittler. I've got a reserve somewhere. It's a big one. You know, it's got a big spear point blade on it and two other. It's usually like a main blade for like your main carving, and then smaller pin blades is really where you do your more fine detail type of work. But anyways, so it's got a 2 1/8. It looks like cutting edge on the main blade. Three 1/4 inch pattern. Alright, so let's look at this guy. Looks like a pin blade. See, the good thing about this is you're not going to have as much rubbing, because you got a pretty good distance there. Ooh, nice and speary looking. Nice long one too. Looks like about 2-inch blade, maybe a little bit less. Yeah, 1 3/8 cutting edge. But if you go down to here, it'd be 2 inches. Alright, let's carefully close that one. Let's listen to it. Yeah, it's got a nice walk and talk. There's nothing gritty in there. I haven't oiled it or cleaned it. Let's do this guy's walk and talk. Nice snap on opening. Flush. Little pinched bolster there. Double stripe. Slanted. Alright, we gotta close this now. Alright, did we do this side already? I don't know if they're both the same. They might be. No, this guy looks a little different. Alright, he's kind of like a spade blade looking creature here. We'll cut some paper here in a second. I just want to get its measurements and got to do its weigh in. Because sometimes they get that wrong. You know, if you look at specifications, they'll tell you something. They'll say, it comes with 2-inch blade. And you're like, really? And what you're actually using to cut is a 1 7/8 blade. Let's get it lined up exactly here. Get up to that line. A 2-inch blade. All that. Yimmer and yammer, and you got a 2-inch spade blade here. So you've got different blades, you know. I like that, like, you know, blade shapes. Now, there's something to be said for having two of the same. It's kind of like the way the muskrat pattern works, you know. If this guy gets dull, you don't have to switch up and say, okay, now I got to do something different, you know, with a different type of pin blade. No, you pretty much got the same. I don't know if this is true on this one, but I think it is. You're talking out your butt. But yeah, they're identical. And this is the way a split back one does. See, the side blades go off each individual one, and the main blade goes off both, if I remember correctly. Maybe I am talking out my butt. No, see how it does? Both those springs converge, and then the spacer here allows it to go up there. Now, really finely fitted knives and everything will continue with that brass spacer all the way down, and you won't have this like minor gap. You know, what I'm going after is a pattern on knives like this. Yellow knives matter. They were complaining that they haven't had enough attention lately. If you go back in my older videos, there's a little clan. They're kind of upstarts, troublemakers and everything. But anyways, yeah, this is the knife. This is going to be the giveaway, and we need a magic word. And I've already thought of it because yeah, it's just acorn. Acorn is a magic word. Now, the rules of the giveaway, of course, are lower 48 United States, one entry, you know, per human being. No bots allowed. No bots allowed. And good luck to everyone. If you've won before, you can win again. There's usually around 20-something people entering the contest. I use a random search word picker for it and everything. If you want the cellophane, let me know. I took it off, but, you know. But yeah, that's the giveaway knife. And, of course, I put other stuff in there. I've hammered on long enough, but I'll put the weights in the end. I'll just take a still image of them. See, now this is a old-timers version of a Whittler. See, they got all these different tools you can use for carving spoons and everything else. And a Stockman, you know, can be used for whittling. But you've got a sheep split, which isn't always great for, you know, intricate work. And then sometimes this guy's not pointy enough, you know, to do, you know, carving the eyes out of a wood thing, you know, some wood creature. And you need fine detail. So yeah, there you go. just mention that word in there somewhere, and in a week we'll have a drawing. What's today? Today is Monday. Oh, and for the hater, I know there's a hater out there. For the hater, he probably doesn't watch he, she, it, whatever. That said, you need to clean up your floor. Well, they gave a notice saying that they're going to do they do it like once a year. They do apartment inspection. So I'm decluttering, I'm finding stuff and everything, and I'm cleaning things up. And so, yeah, I'll take a picture when it's all done and straightened out. But yeah, things start building up, and I had like a little fortress back there of clothing and boxes and stuff that need to be broken down in my bed, and all around it, and you couldn't really see. The light couldn't get through, which is fine sometimes. But anyway, yeah, we hammered on long enough. So there you go. Good luck for all of you who enter, and I think it's a nice knife, and it's made possible by the WKL membership members. They're the ones that make every month. I do a knife giveaway, and this is the main knife. Like I said, I'll throw in Dollar Tree, type of knives and stuff like that, and maybe a cutting board mat like that if I've got one lying around. I've got knickknacks and goodies, caffeine. If you need caffeine, we got that for you. Of course, eyeballs. You got to have an eyeball. You got to keep an eye on things. So if you hammered on long enough, thank you everyone for supporting my channel, and we'll wish you luck. Peppy, I was gonna have him in here, but see this, I think this honey was leaking because his head, I picked him up and it's sticky. So I gotta clean your dinosaur. Filthy dinosaur. Thank you for watching, and have a nice day.